to the Carolina Come Up.
Carolina Come Up.
I'm here with Sam B. Mixon.
Here.
We're going to have an in-depth interview, and we're going to talk about all things music. And it's the guy right here.
Some cool shit.
You know a lot of artists from Columbia. So, I reached out to him. He said he'd do the interview. I pull up,
Same day. I was washing dishes and bro hit me up. Say, hell yeah, we doing this interview.
Yes, sir. So, hey, tell him about yourself a little bit, man. How long you been mixing, mastering? And what else do you do? I do more than that.
Oh, no, man. Actually, I'm one of them people who put all their eggs in one basket.
Okay.
So,
nothing wrong with that.
I started off doing spoken word poetry. I was, had a real rough time here in Columbia, and I said, fuck it. If I'm going through all this trouble up here in my home city, where all my family and friends and shit, I might as well just go to a new place and goddamn see what it do.
Yeah.
So I left, went to Atlanta, man, and from there, I developed my talent into spoken word. Okay. So I was doing poetry.
So you're an artist. You're an artist too.
Yeah, so I started writing and doing stuff like that, and from writing, it went to spoken word, and then it went to performing. And I kind of got myself steady, and I was back on my feet, so I came back home.
Yeah.
And then when I came back home, there wasn't really, at that time, 2010, 11, there wasn't really avenues for the spoken word poetry, not like it was in Atlanta. Because Atlanta, you can just go different blocks. You can just go down the block, and they have an open mic here, open mic there, and different coffee shops and stuff. It wasn't like that back here.
Okay.
So from there, it developed into rapping, hip hop. So I started doing, started rapping. Yeah, cliche. I started rapping because there wasn't any opportunities. So from there, I just didn't get the sound that I wanted. So I started engineering and learning about that. And once I started recording and mixing my own stuff, I just fell in love with it. Yeah. And then it's just I've been recording now for the past 13 years.
Oh yeah. Hey, well shoot, man. I'm kind of like that too, bro. I started out rapping, but I couldn't mix or master, do nothing.
Right.
Because I wanted to rap so bad, it forced me to learn how to do a little bit. I'm not like you. I can't do all that. I'm okay. I can make it sound decent.
Right.
I ain't no professional, far from it. So let me ask you this: what got you into spoken word?
Oh shit, pain.
Okay.
I was at that time too. Like my life is crazy. I was backsliding. I found spirituality, or spirituality found me when I was 23, 24. And, I just slipped, man, and I started back doing the same things, and that's how life just, boom, went upside down here. And then once I went to Atlanta, I was separated from everything. Just like I said, I was doing bad up here, so I was like, man, fuck it. And I just kind of regained my connection with God when I was down there, and it's crazy because, most people think you go to Atlanta, it's gonna, but I had the complete opposite experience than the normal person or the regular person. But that's how I got into spoken word. It was just me just speaking from my soul and just dealing with that pain and everything that I was dealing with.
Yeah. It's like an outlet. Music. That's why I love music so much, because it's an outlet. I get to put whatever I want to say on the track, and it really ain't no rebuttal unless it's comments or anything.
And the cool thing was about poetry, there was no constraints. What I found out, with hip hop, there was more constraints because I had to be on time with the beat. Even though there's timing with the poetry and stuff, I have more time to act out or do those gestures with my hands and bring the audience closer in, and just really just express those words with my movement. In hip hop, you can still do that, but it's still your time based. It's time based.
And with that spoken word, it's kind of like acting too, because you projecting that energy to the audience. And, I always look at it like that too when I'm performing a song on stage. You want your audience involved and everything like that.
Definitely.
So how long you been back in Columbia since you moved back?
I came back 2000. That's 10 or 11. 10. I fucked around and graduated from college down there. I went to school and all type of shit when I was in Atlanta. So I came back home 2010. So I've been back home 13 years now. going on 13.
So I see you got a guitar on the wall. You play the instruments?
No, this fake as hell. I'm gonna show y'all this. This ain't no real guitar. Got him.
Play instruments.
Got him. No, I can't play any instruments. The only thing I can do is write, and I put things together. But I can't construct music. That's why I don't produce beats or anything. I can mix them because I know what I want it to sound like, and I know that's not hitting as hard as it can be, or that's not as clear. Yeah. So as far as constructing stuff or playing an instrument, I can't do it. Even with singers, telling them, hey, that's off key. I know when it sounds bad and I know when it sounds good. But to actually coach somebody and be like, hey, you need to sing this in this kind of voice or this key, stuff like.
So how hard is it to mix an R&B artist? Is it, because I don't know, you know what I mean? I mixed some hip-hop artists and stuff like that, and it wasn't hard. I can make it sound, like I said, I'm not a professional, but I can make it sound good. But I never mixed an R&B artist. So tell me a little bit about that.
And I love working with R&B artists. The thing is just as long as they can sing it and hit their notes, it's easy. Okay. Once it's off, it's off. You're like, hey, that's not right. But what I learned is that a lot of singers, they haven't really gone through the trials and tribulations to become a singer. That stuff takes work, practice. They have to learn the notes and stuff. And I've seen a lot of singers can't sing with emotion. They can't pull it at a drop of a dime. Some can, some can't. But also a lot of singers aren't recording artists. They're for live. They do stuff better live, but once they get into the studio, it's shit shut down.
Yeah. So not gonna imagine that, because sometimes when you come in the studio and it's an environment